We rolled into Camp Hood, Texas, and that's when the biggest surprise of the whole war hit us square in the face. They marched us out to a fenced-in yard full of wooden crates the size of boxcars. Inside every crate was a brand new fighting vehicle nobody outside the factory had ever seen, the T-70, later called the M18 Hellcat. Airplane engines, thin armor, open turret, and a 76mm gun that could punch clean through anything the Germans had. Fast as a scalded cat and smooth as a Cadillac. We were picked to test them because the battalion was still green and the brass needed guinea pigs. So they issued us brand new officers, brand new tools, and turned us loose. We drove those machines into rivers in southern Texas till water lapped over the turrets, 11 feet deep in places. The big cooling fans threw water out the back like a fire hose. One little fish got trapped inside the hull. The photographers made us hold it up for pictures. All wet from the river, the caption read. We shot targets towed across the water at 3,000, 4,000, even 6,000 yards. On clear days, we hit over 75%, up to 6,000 yards direct fire. Artillery range at 11 miles. Good, accurate, and deadly. Then came the road march nobody will ever forget. They lined us up in 2 columns and told us to race back to camp. Wide paved highways east of Austin, military police stopping all traffic. Drivers got the feel of it and started pushing the pedal. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 miles an hour on steel tracks against concrete. Slick as ice. One T-70 took a corner too fast, rolled down the embankment, landed on its side. Staff Sergeant Hargrave was pinned under the gunner's ring. 29 years old, 29 days from retirement. Angels must have been busy that day. His body went home under a flag. Taps sounded as the rail car pulled out, and every man stood with bowed head and a lump in his throat. Back at Camp Hood, we kept testing. The old M10s were slow and clumsy. These new Hellcats were something else entirely. We knew we had the best tank killer in the world. Then the orders changed again. Rommel was losing in Africa. Patton had slapped a soldier and got pulled from command for a while, and the 603rd moved to Camp Maxey, Texas, right up near the Oklahoma line. Our captain, John Savini, big, heavy-built, rugged, born and raised in Tacoma, decided we needed to be harder than nails. Every morning before breakfast, we ran a quarter mile and walked a quarter, then a half, and walked a half, until we could run a full mile without dropping. Later it was packs, rifles, helmets. Leg muscles burned like fire, but they loosened up. One morning at 8 o'clock sharp, steel helmets, gas masks, rifles, lined up 2 abreast. Short fellas in back, tall in front. 9 measured miles ahead, and not a single dropout allowed. Uphill, downhill, running down, walking up fast. We made it in 45 minutes flat. Feet blistered, lungs burning, but every man finished. Men or mice. We weren't mice anymore. Then one cold morning, the rails called again. North and east this time. We kissed the Hellcats goodbye for a little while, turned in diaries, censored our letters, and headed for Camp Kilmer, New Jersey, the jumping-off place. It felt like a frog sitting on the edge of a pond, waiting for the stone to hit the water. We didn't know it yet, but number 42, my Hellcat, was already on a ship headed across the Atlantic, and she was waiting for me,